Hey guys, my name is Cody, and in today's video I'm going to be going over basically what I've been doing for the last 6 to 7 months with the whole intermittent fasting thing. I have an entire couple videos of me just starting out with intermittent fasting. I'm a bit more seasoned now, and I can say that I am successfully down over 35 pounds. But I've made a lot of changes, and there's a lot of different things that I've done in order to get to where I am. I also have a list this time because I tried doing this video already, but I tried combining it with the BoxyCharm unboxing video and my little lizard brain could not handle it. So I'm going to just do a nice little list and try to go off of just my train of thought, which is already dangerous as it is. Let's try this again. All right, so I started out at around 232, 233-ish, and I went down to 211 almost immediately. Like, it was really quick within the first couple of months of me doing intermittent fasting where I went down, but I plateaued. So during this, I didn't change anything about my diet at all, other than the fact that I was doing a minimum of 16 and 8. So 16 hours I was fasting, and 8 hours I had my feeding window, which makes me sound like a cow. Again, it sounds bad, but I'm going off of just what I was doing. Sometimes I would go up to 18, sometimes I would go up to 20 hours fasted. It all worked out pretty well, but I found out that no matter how much I was fasting, I was breaking my fasts poorly. I wasn't breaking them right, and a big thing that I have been changing is how I break my fasts and also the foods and how I combine my foods. So that has been a big change. So I went to 211 from 232 in the first 3 to 4 months. Then I plateaued, and at the 6-month mark, so at around December, I started really hyper-focusing on what I was eating. Sorry, I'm gonna keep looking at this list because I'm not gonna be able to keep track of my thoughts otherwise. It's gonna be annoying, I know. So I plateaued, and then in December, I still loved intermittent fasting. I noticed that I was not bloating anymore at all. It was amazing how just I wasn't bloating. But I noticed that when I ate certain foods, I did bloat for a minimal amount of time while my body was trying to digest it. So I think I was just oversaturating my body with too much food, basically. So I'm still using the Zero app, same as before, but now I also have a Thrive membership where I'm doing a lot of whole foods and trying to focus on eating things that are not terrible for me. Like, I've been following a couple of different channels. I follow Autumn L? I've got her, I'll link her down below. She's great. Thomas DeLauer, and I also follow Flav City. I have a bunch of stuff. I might just make a playlist of all the videos that I found the most helpful on YouTube, because I have a tendency to just kind of cruise through my YouTube, and then I'll be like, oh, that's interesting, and put it down in my app of all the interesting things that I've learned, and then I won't remember where it came from. So I think I might try to spend a night doing that, and it might make it really easy for some people to try to help if you are similar to me and how I do things. Again, not a medical professional, don't claim to be. I'm just saying what works for me and my weird PCOS body that is hormonally broken. So this is all that's working for me. Again, I've been doing a lot of drinking water, focusing on drinking water, and I don't do caffeine after noon now, which has been helping a lot with my sleeping schedule. Since I've been doing the whole foods and trying to really focus on more of a, for lack of a better word, low carb and keto way of eating. I'm not keto by any means, but I'm definitely eating less than 50 grams of carbs per day now. And I'm not combining my high fats and my high carbs anymore together. Also, I like how my knitting stuff is on the back of that. I just realized that. It's a fish. I'm doing a sweater. A fish sweater. All right, so basically I don't combine high carbs and I don't combine high fats. My focus has been trying to get my insulin resistance under control. That is the biggest thing, and why I think, again, not proven to me or anything by a doctor or anything, I think that's why I have PCOS, is because I was addicted to sugar all throughout high school and all throughout college. All you care to eat turned into everything in the world that you can fit into your stomach. So, oops. I'm trying to fix that, and I also heavily relied on the first 4 months, especially, on my Franny's drinks. They are a diet drink that is green tea extract and super healthy, but they had sucralose in them, which technically does not break a fast, depending on who you talk to. Some people are very much against sucralose, like a lot of people that I follow. But technically, in all technicalities, it does not spike an insulin response. There's some studies that show that it can spike a minimal one. Either way, I've cut that out of my diet completely. I don't rely on it with my fasting. I'm glad that I was able to drink them to get me into the fasting and to get me into the habit of intermittent fasting, but I won't drink them anymore. If I'm really looking for something that I want to drink and I am fasting and green tea or water or my monk fruit sweetened iced tea are not doing it, then I will go for Zevia. And my partner and I really like Zevia. He's also getting on board with the whole eating healthy thing because, well, it kind of goes hand in hand considering I'm the cook. He is going with it. So he likes the Zevia, and we got a 24 multi-pack from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's really cool. I like this a lot. It was like a 24 pack for like $24. It was $1 per, which again isn't great considering the Frannies were 30 cents per. But if it's not spiking my insulin because it's sweetened with stevia, then let's go with it. All right, so what else do I have on here? Thrive. I've been focusing on organic and whole foods. Big thing is trying not to spike my insulin and not eating anything. And I mean anything with added sugar. Straight up cut sugar out, not doing sugar. That has taken me from 211 to now I am currently 199, which I know I could eat something and I'm gonna be back over 200, but it's the first time I've been under 200 in literally since college. I am so very excited, and again, it's been a month and I'm down 12 pounds just focusing on super healthy eating and trying really hard. I think the biggest thing was how I was breaking my fasts. I would just break my fast willy-nilly. Now when I break my fast, I do a protein shake with whey protein isolate, not concentrate, isolate. So I just can't get around the keto other proteins. I like this one. This one seems to be working for me. I don't bloat when I use it. I'll put a picture of whatever one that I've been using. So I'm super excited. I don't know what the name of it is. I think it's like ISO 100 or something like that. But it's been working for me. We also got a blender so we can do more healthy treats at home. That's been a big help. Figuring out treats that work for me that I can make with monk fruit. I am so in love with monk fruit. It is literally the best thing that has come into my life, and it has helped me so much with my sugar addiction. I know I'm addicted to sugar. I know that that's a thing, but monk fruit helps me curb it a little bit. Oh, hey, why be bad and make this, which is gonna spike my insulin levels and make me feel like crap. That's the biggest thing, is I've been focusing on what makes me feel like crap. If it makes me feel like crap, then I try not to eat it at all. So I don't do high carb and high fat because when you do, at least this is what I've been told, and this is what seems to be working for me, when you do high carb, you're spiking your insulin. But when you marry it with high fat, your insulin's already spiked. So it's telling your body to start packing all that fat in. So you're basically going to absorb any of the fat that you just ate. But if you're doing just high fat, your insulin response isn't nearly as bad as if you were to do it with carbs. So I've been really focusing on not marrying those two. And when I break my fast, I do it with a protein shake and I don't put any fats in there because I want to straight up use up only protein. That has been a thing that helps me with my insulin as well. I also add cinnamon and turmeric into my protein shake, which again, working really well. I add cinnamon and turmeric almost to everything that I'm cooking. If it's sweet, I add cinnamon. If it is a savory dish, I add turmeric. And sometimes if it's like an Asian-y dish or something that I think ginger would go well with, I add ginger as well because they're all anti-inflammatory, and I'm working on the inflammation within my body because PCOS, again, is an inflammatory disorder. It is something that, I don't know, it seems to be working, and I think, I don't know, I'm just really excited about how doing all these little changes are really helping. I'm gonna put a list of all the little changes that I've been doing down in the description so you all can know what I'm doing. Again, not a doctor, but these seem to be working well for me, and they're pretty normal, I think, other than the intermittent fasting, which some people might have issues with, which I don't agree with. I think, honestly, it's one of the biggest things that's helped me with my PCOS. I absolutely adore intermittent fasting, and it's super easy, and honestly, I'm still getting all my calories in. I'm still eating between 1,500 and 2,000 calories per day, and I'm still losing weight like crazy. I eat what I want inside the specific window of the foods that I know don't piss my body off. So that's what I've been doing. I'm still trying to do lower carb because I know that my body is very insulin resistant. I'm trying to make it insulin sensitive. So I know that by eating lower carb and lower sugar, I'm letting my body rest and I'm letting it build up its sensitivity again. So I don't do the sucralose, and I'll put a playlist. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I've been doing. I still use the Zero app. It's super helpful, especially during the holidays where I'm like, well, when did I stop eating last night? What did I do? I don't like counting. I don't like numbers. It just puts it right there for me, so I don't even have to think about it. So I'm pretty happy with all that, and I'm gonna be hopefully posting a bunch more often instead of what I've been doing. It's been crazy at my house, and Christmas, and my mom finally moved out, so she's able to go do what she needs to do after she had a bunch of medical stuff, and I'm just very happy to be able to focus on eating healthy. Again, I am down over 35 pounds, which I think is absolutely insane. The intermittent fasting, yeah, it did plateau if you don't match other things with it. I think that's a big key takeaway is you have to start eating healthy. But if you start intermittent fasting, my body started craving healthier foods. It started craving the fats. It started craving the protein. And oh, hey, what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? I don't know, but I really freaking want some Brussels sprouts, man. I have never experienced that. It's slow and it's steady and it's making sure that you're getting what your body needs. You need to focus on what your body is telling you to do. So it's a little part intuitive eating while also telling it, oh, hey, yeah, no, you don't want those sweets anymore. Helping it on its way, find that balance and find what works for you. Honestly, I think that's the biggest thing that I can say that I've had a takeaway of for the last 6 months. It's been an adventure, but I feel healthy. My skin looks clearer. It's just insane. I feel so skinny. It's ridiculous how much tinier you feel when you don't have 35 pounds. And I can guarantee you that it is mostly around my gut that I've lost it because I looked pregnant. I had the PCOS bloated pregnant belly and it was so heartbreaking to have that sensation of feeling like you're pregnant when you're trying to get pregnant. My partner and I have been trying again for we've been together for almost a decade now and I've been trying for a while. So it's just heartbreaking when you have that sensation. So now, yeah, I got a little bit of a push right here, but it goes inward now right here on my waist. I before literally just had the whole pregnant belly going on and it was not okay. I was not okay with it. So I'm going to keep you updated. I'm really excited about it. Definitely focus on lower carb eating, eating healthier things. I've been focusing on paleo. That's like my big focus for my diet is paleo. So just making sure that if it's not something that my ancestors would have eaten and it's not processed, then I mean, if it's processed, I probably shouldn't eat it, you know? Probably crap. Probably something my body doesn't understand what the hell it is, and my body's already confused with its hormones already, so it doesn't need that on top of it. Kind of been my general philosophy when it comes to food. I don't know, I'm just really happy with how I've been doing things, and that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna hopefully do more updates in the future, and until next time, guys, bye! I just got this in my FabFitFun box, which I'm doing a video for, but oh my gosh, it's the softest thing ever, and it's been on my lap this entire time, and it's so warm. Okay, bye.